I'm Chad Wheeler, and the game I worked on is Stick Ninja. It's a 2D side-scrolling action puzzler, where the main mechanic is a crazy physics-bound grappling line. Well, the goal of the game is to complete each level as quickly as possible and essentially reach the par times and to achieve the shiny gold medal. An indie game is one that's developed independently without the financial backing of a publisher. Our greatest struggle during the development of Stick Ninja were the time constraints and that it was our first game. We were given a year to develop Stick Ninja, and our lacking experience proved problematic. Despite this, we persevered and ultimately finished the game.
Well, my first thoughts of Stick Ninja were that it didn't look that good. It looked like the average internet flash platformer sort of game. My biggest struggle with playing it was that I'm a very casual gamer. I'm not very good at it, so yeah, I had lots of trouble with playing it. Specifically, my biggest trouble with Stick Ninja was, well, it had falling damage in a platformer game. I mean, if you have a platformer, you're not going to have an insta-kill from falling a little bit.
The other features we were planning on implementing post-development were a user-friendly version of the level editor, destructible blocks, more enemy types, and other game mechanics along those lines. Additionally, we're also planning on implementing controller support and multiplayer functionality.
Well, what I liked most about Stick Ninja was that it was really engaging, and it was hard, but it's still sort of, because I'm a casual gamer, I wasn't very good at it. I didn't feel like I was getting frustrated at it, like I wanted to just rage quit. It was engaging, I enjoyed it, it was simple, easy to pick up and play, and that just made it really good. Something I would want most to fix up in Stick Ninja would be, for one, I read the story, and the grammar and the spelling and punctuation in that was just terrible. It didn't look very professional at all. And also, I think the game could be, it had plenty of levels and stuff, but I think it could be a bit longer with maybe some things like power-ups or different enemies.
The process of creating Stick Ninja entailed starting at the concept stages, where we build the core ideas of the game and building the game before we actually made the game. From there, we went to the prototyping stages, which allowed us to build our core game mechanics and getting them right before we actually build the rest of the game. We need to make sure our main game mechanic is actually fun. From there, we went to the production, or better known as the alpha stages. A lot of this is building the game assets and testing for the major game-destroying bugs. Afterwards, we go into a beta, the beta phase. During the beta phase, it's mainly for testing and ironing out all of the bugs as much as humanly possible, getting the game to a releasable stage. From there, we released our game to the general public.
Well, my final thoughts about Stick Ninja were it was a good game. I really got into it and I loved it. Could do with some improvements, but I mean nothing's perfect, so